As we continue Hallo-week, we've decided to give you a geek cram session on a fundamental Halloween franchise, Saw.
Saw is a franchise as intricate as the traps it features, so here's a handy geek crash course on everything you need to know.
Saw is a franchise with lots of characters, but here are the ones you need to know about, starting with John Kramer, the Jigsaw Killer. Now, he's a deadly mastermind who builds intricate traps to test people. He doesn't really murder, but his traps are lethal if unsolved. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor and believes that only the fear of death can make a person truly value life. He communicates through a creepy puppet named Billy and a bunch of tapes, and he dies in the third movie, but he appears in flashbacks for the rest of the 7.
Dr. Lawrence Gordon is the lead victim of the first film. He had to cut off his own foot to escape, and he later becomes an apprentice of Jigsaws. Lieutenant Hoffman is a detective on the Jigsaw cases, but later becomes the Jigsaw Killer himself.
The second one. Amanda is a minor character in the first film as Jigsaw's only survivor, but she's later revealed to be his first apprentice. Another important female character is Jill Tuck, who is Jigsaw's ex-wife. Is kind of the fundamental reason that he becomes Jigsaw. She was attacked, she lost her baby, and he got a little mad about that.
Decided to kill people.
Some limited edition Saw 3 posters were actually printed with a vial of Jigsaw actor Tobin Bell's blood. So you want to talk to your friends about Saw but don't have time to watch all 7 films? Here's a brief synopsis of each.
Saw 1. First Saw movie.
Boom.
1 Saw. The police investigate a series of brutal attacks by the Jigsaw Killer. Lawrence Gordon is trapped in a dark room with only one means of survival, cutting off his own foot. Gordon escapes, but so does Jigsaw.
Yowza. Which leads to Saw 2. The hunt for Jigsaw continues with a house of traps filled with a deadly nerve gas. There's a trapdoor in the house that leads to the room from the first film. Amanda, a former victim of Jigsaw and his only survivor, is revealed to have helped build the house, and she escapes.
In Saw 3, Jeff Reinhardt is a father enraged over the death of his son and is put through tests by Jigsaw. Lynn, a doctor, is kidnapped and forced to help Jigsaw with his growing brain tumor. Amanda, the survivor from before, witnesses Jigsaw tell Jill he loves her but thinks it's Lynn, and in jealousy kills Lynn. But the test was Amanda's. Would she keep someone alive?
In the end, Jeff kills Amanda because Lynn was his wife. And then Jigsaw tells Jeff that he forgives him. Well, if he forgives him, Jeff will be released. Jeff really isn't the forgiving type and kills Jigsaw with a saw. And Jigsaw reveals he's recorded one last tape, plays it, Jeff failed, so he's sealed in the warehouse with the 3 bodies. The end, till
Saw 4 actually takes place during the events of Saw 3. Hoffman follows Jigsaw's final tape. It ends with FBI agent Strom, a recurring character, finding Jeff in the Saw 3 warehouse and killing him in self-defense.
In Saw 5, Jill is given a box of Jigsaw's last belongings. Hoffman builds a series of traps and carries out Jigsaw's tests as the new Jigsaw Killer. In the end, Hoffman makes it look like Strom is the new killer and escapes.
Saw 6. Jill and Hoffman continue the tests put in place by the box of John's belongings. Jill discovers that Hoffman knew that Amanda was responsible for the attack that made her lose her baby. She puts Hoffman in a trap, but he escapes, setting up a chase in the final film,
Saw 3D. In the beginning, a flashback reveals the escape of Gordon. In the present time, Jill agrees to turn in Hoffman, which sets off a chase. Hoffman tracks her down and kills her. Gordon gets revenge on Jigsaw's behalf, locking Hoffman in the original room from the first film with no means of escape.
And we've gone full circle.
Like a saw.
Thanks for watching our Geek Cram session on Saw during our Hallo-week series of specials.
Now next time we're going to wrap up Hallo-week. It's going to be a scream. Till then,
scream.
We see it. Till then, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we're on geekcrashcourse.com.
See you next time on Geek Crash Course.